So dear student, I Rakesh Jain from Gyanwar University. Today I am going to teach you about how to make a digital project on Multisim. After the completion of this lecture and after making this project, you will be able to understand how to use a software named Multisim software. What are the basic circuitry by which we can generate the output according to our need. So first of all, let's start with this MS Paint file where I am going to teach you about the basic symbols and basic knowledge of those logic gates which we use to complete this digital project. So see this MS Paint file. So here this is MS Paint file where I just write down the name of the project and mention to the date. Digital become multi-sim. So there are different digital ICs which are used to, which we will use in this project. So first of all, let's talk about those IC, those symbol and those circuitry, those logic gates. They are actually the ICs. So first is the inverter or NOT gate. That is also known as NOT gate. What is the meaning of this? The NOT gate symbol will be looks like this. This is a symbol of NOT gate. In symbolic representation, you can say this one is. So this one is a symbol of inverter or NOT gate. What is the meaning of this? This side is your input side. Let A is the input of this logic gate, and Y is the output. Output is generally denoted by Y. So what is the meaning? As the name implies, inverter. As the name implies, it is inverter. So whenever the input is 1, in digital terms, the signal 5 volt, and instead of 5 volt and ground, we use the term as 1 and 0. 1 means the availability of voltage at the side, and 0 means no voltage. Okay. So if the input is 0, then what we will find out at the output? Output will be 1. If the input is 1, then we will find out output as 0. Then this circuitry is known as, this gate is known as inverter or NOT gate. The second IC which we will use in our project is AND gate. The basic symbol of that AND gate is this. So here there are two input, one is A, one is B. Let's suppose two inputs are 1 and 1, A and B, and the output is denoted by 1. So what is the meaning of this AND gate? I just write down the basic definitions also. So what is the basic definition of that inverter? Output is complement of input. Complement means opposite. Complement of input. That is a perfect definition for the inverter. Okay. So you see that when input is 0, output is 1. We will prove these all things in this project. When the input is 0, then output is 1. When the input is 1, then output is 0, like this. Okay. Now, what is the AND gate? Any input is 0, output is 0. Any input is 0, then output is 0. If input is 0, then output is 0. How it can be possible? Now see, if there are two inputs, so one is A, one is B. These are inputs. And what is my output? Output is my Y. So because there are two inputs, so it means how many possible combinations are there? Either they are 0 0, means no voltage at the input side. Either A is 0, B is 1. Either B is 0, A is 1, or either both are. So there may be 4 possibility of different kind of. Okay. So what type of output will be generated? Because this is an AND gate, that's why what is the standard definition? Any input is 0, output is 0. So see the first case, both input are 0. So it means input is, whenever you see 0 at the input, just put output as 0. So output will be 0. We will see in this project also. A is 0, B is 1. Because I see a 0 at the input, that's why output is 0. A is 1, B is 0. Because I see 0 at the input, that's why output is 0. Because any input is 0. Any one, either A, either B, either both. Any 0 you find at the input side, then output will be 100% 0 for the same game. And here, A is 1, B is 1. Both are 1. No 0 we find at the input, that's why no 0 at the output, only 1 will be found. So this is AND gate. The third one is your OR gate, which we will use in one OR gate. So OR gate symbol looks like this one. The output is denoted by Y. The input is E, B. So what kind of output we will find out at the output side? So because the inputs are A and B and the outputs are Y. So definitely two inputs are there. So like the AND gate, there are four possible cases. Either both are 0, 0. Either both are 0, 0. Either A is 0, B is 1. Either A is 1, B is 0. Or either both are 1. Okay. So I hope you are able to see on the screen. Yes. Okay. So there are 4 cases. Now what is the standard definition for the OR gate? The OR gate is any input is 1, output is 1. Any input is 1, then output is, because any input is 1, output will be 1. So see the first case, 0, 0, it means both are 0. No 1 I find, whenever you find any input as 1, it means signal availability at the input, then output will be available, otherwise not available. So here 0, 0. So no 1 I find, that's why output is 0. 0, 1, I find a 1 at the input, that's why output is 1. 1, 0, I find a 1 at the input, that's why output is 1. 1, 1, I find the 1 at the input, that's why output is 1. Whenever you find any 1 at the input side, output should be 1. This is OR gate. Whenever you find any input 0, then output should be 0. It is AND gate. Any input is only single input gate is only inverter. One more IC which we will use in our project now, that is XOR gate. Okay. When we will just go to market and suppose I want to purchase a AND gate, what I should talk there? So AND gate IC is 7408. I will tell you later on 7408. So when you will purchase 7408 IC, when you will use in your circuitry, it will automatically work as an AND gate. Okay. So XOR gate, the IC for the XOR gate is 7486. Okay. 7432 is your OR gate and 7404 is your inverter. So I will tell you later on, just to see first of all the basic symbol and what kind of working they will do. So XOR gate. XOR gate, the basic symbol for the XOR gate is like this. This is the basic symbol for XOR. The output, because there are 2 inputs, so one input, let's suppose A, and the second input is, let's suppose B. Okay. So what is the XOR gate? When both input are same, output will be 0. Both input are same, output will be 0. Same, then output is 0. When both input are same, then output is 0. This is XOR gate. After the completion on this MS Paint file, when I will teach you on Multisim software, before that you just click a snapshot of this and save that on your phone. So when we will prove it on Multisim, you just check with this MS Paint file image that yes, this is the working of AND gate, yes, this is working of OR gate. We will prove that. Okay. So XOR gate, both input are same, then output is 0. So definitely here 2 inputs are there, A and B. I am writing them here. So writing down the table for this XOR gate. So here also 2 inputs, and one output. So the possible combination should be 0 0 and 0 1, 1 0 or 1. Okay. So when both input are same, so see A is 0, B is 0, both are same, that's why output is 0. And the last case 1 1, because both are same, A is also 1, B is also 1, both are same, then output is 0. Otherwise is 1. So A is 0, B is 1, both are not same, that's why output is 0. A is 1, B is 0, both are not same, that's why output is 0. So these are 4 logic gates which we are going to use in our multisim software to make a project, digital projects on that. So we will check. Now, what I want to check these 4 logic gates, but such that I want to check such that at a time I select from my choice that which gate output should I want to check. Okay, which gate the project which I will make, that will check these logic gates, but according to my choice. Okay, if I want to check only the AND gate, I just press a particular combination of key. Automatically, the circuit will show you the output of AND gate. So you can check the AND gate according to the particular key press related to OR gate. Only the project will check the OR gate circuit. None other will be checked. So this can be happen with the help of a multiplexer circuit. Okay? Multiplexer circuit. So you don't be confused. Multiplexer is a circuit in which different inputs are there. Different inputs are there. Let's suppose this is a mux circuit. This is also IC 74LS173D. This is a IC. You will later on talk about the ICs. A multiplexer, that is also known as MUX. Okay. What it means here, these are selection pins. If both, let's suppose the 4 inputs are, one is A, one is, let's suppose, okay, don't be confused with A, B, C, D. Okay. That the one input is 1, second input I denote with 2, third input I denote by 3, and the fourth input I denote by 4. Okay. So what will happen? What will happen? When both are 0, 0, then output will be 1. And what I connect at this one, I just connect an AND gate. So automatically, whenever these selection line, these are known as selection line. Okay. So whenever the selections lines are 0, 0, automatically among those 4 input logic gates, it will generate the output on the basis of the first logic gate which is connected at the uppermost pin, that is 1 number. So whenever this is 0, 1, automatically the circuit will generate the output what is equal to 2. So what is 2? At the 2, let's suppose I connect a OR gate. So automatically it will generate, it will check this, my circuitry will check the OR gate. If 3, then if 1, 0, then automatically third gate will be checked, and if 1, 1, then automatically the fourth gate will be checked. Okay. So later on, after the completion of this project, we will discuss about it. If you have any confusion, if you have any queries, and okay. So let's begin our journey with this project. Okay. So first of all, just see this multisim software. So just take a snapshot of this so that when I will prove that you will easily find it. Type in message box yes, so that I understand that you click the image. So I remove it. Now, we will begin on multisim software because the multisim software is not available right now in my laptop. It is available in computer. That's why I just put it here and we will make it. So this is a multisim software which is in front of you. When I click after the downloading this multisim software, when I click on this multisim, this image, this will be coming in front of you. That is a multisim software screen. Now what gate I use? AND gate, OR gate, XOR gate, and NOT gate. So first of all, I just put them here. So just click on this to select any device on multisim software. To search for any component or any device for the on the multisim software, you have to click on this MISC, MISC, miscellaneous. Okay, so I just click on this MISC. Uh, the screen will show you. Now here, first of all, to select those gates, they are digital gates, they are digital ICs. So it will be available in, first of all, just click on MISC Digital. Just I click on this. Here, all group sources, basic diodes, transistors, analog, TTL, CMOS, MCU, advanced peripherals, MISC Digital. So on this MISC Digital, I will find out those ICs. So I just click on this MISC Digital. Okay, otherwise you can search here also, you can directly search here also after clicking on this MISC Digital. Here whatever you, for example, first of all I just need AND gate, so I type here A and D AND, so automatically the AND gate, two input AND gate will be in front of you. Okay, so I just click OK and just left click on my screen, then automatically the AND gate will be in front of you. This is the symbol of AND gate which I taught you few minutes ago on the that MS Paint file. Next I want OR gate, XOR gate and NOT gate. Similar process. Click on MISC, and after clicking on this MISC Digital, you can type here AND. Similar to that AND, I want OR gate, so I just click on OR. So this one is a selection, and then left click on the screen, so OR gate will be displayed. Similarly, I want a XOR gate, so I just write out XOR. So automatically the XOR symbol will become in front of you. Just select it, click on this, left click on this. Now I want a NOT gate, so I just click the same process I use. Okay. So all those logic gates which you want to use in your project is in front of you. Is in front of you. Okay. I also want a multiplexer, that is 74LS153B. Okay. So I just, where I will find out this one. So click on this. Please click on all groups. Okay, and you just type here 74LS153. Okay. On all groups, you should write down 74LS153. So automatically this multiplexer will be 74LS153. Just click on OK, and then that IC will be. So first of all, this multiplexer should consist of 4 inputs so that it will select according to the selection lines. So connect all those 4 inputs to this screen. So the first one connected with the uppermost pin, the AND gate output connected with this. So just with the help of left click, you can select this wires. The second one should be with the second pin. You just drag and drop, nothing else. You just drag the wire. Okay, just left click on the output pin of any gate and till whatever the final position to drag, press the left click, nothing else. So this XOR with the third pin. Third pin means from the top side, first, second, third, because these are the continuous input pin of that multiplexer. Last one should be connected. Right. Now, connect all the first pin of all the logic gates together. So this AND gate connected with this OR gate, upper first pin also connected with this XOR gate, and because not only consists one, that's why only one input, so that's why connected to this. So all the first input pins are connected together. Connect all the second pins. Connect all the second pins. So I just connect the B input pin. It is also B second input pin. So all the upper input pins are connected together. All the lower input pins are connected to. Now we, for the selections and for the keys, we need the switch, we can say switches or selection selectors. So that's why click on MISC, click on power sources, click on MISC, click on sources, then click on powers, yes, digital sources, click on digital sources, click on MISC, click on sources, then click on digital sources. Okay. So in this digital source, you just see a interactive digital constant, which is in front of you. Interactive digital constant. So we have to use that as a selector and as well as to select the input. So we use four different interactive digital constant here. Two for the input side of that multiplexer and two for the selection side of that multiplexer. See very carefully. We connect all the first inputs of all those logic gates. Now connect those all first inputs together with the first interactive digital selector. What is the role of this interactive digital selector? We can select a 0 or 1 item. When I click on this digital selector, 1, it is 1. Again click, then 0. So 1 0 0 1 1 1 0 0, this kind of possibility can be used practically with the help of this interactive digital selectors. 1 0. I want 1 0, then 1 0 is there. I want 0 0, then 0 0 is there. I want 0 1, so 0 1 is there. I want 1 1, so 1 1 is there. Like this. Okay. Now connect this second interactive digital selector with the second input of all those logic gates. I have already been connected all the second inputs of those logic gates. So connect that one with this second interactive digital selector. Now, these four AND gate, OR gate, XOR gate, and NOT gate can be selected with the help of this multiplexer IC74LS153D according to the selector pins of that multiplexer. So selector pins of for 74LS153D is pin number 2 and pin number 14. So that's why I connected these with pin number 2 and pin number 14. Pin number 2 and pin number 14. Okay. So connect this one. This one connected with pin number 14. You don't be confused when you just drag a wire. You just see that it may be touched with any other wire, but it actually not touch till you not release again the left person, left button of that mouse. So now the connections are happens at the input side. All those four logic gates we use, and which logic gate output I just want to see. For that I use a multiplexer. Okay. Now at the outputs VCC of this multiplexer, I have to connect a 5-volt source to operate this LS74LS153D IC. So go to MISC, go to power sources, go to sources, then go to power sources, go to sources, then go to power sources. In power sources, there is a word VCC. Just click on that VCC. Only we have to use 5-volt VCC, that's why left click and then connect with the 16 pins directly. For any other circuitry, if you wish to move, let's suppose the VCC requirement is 9 volt, then nothing to do, just click on this 5 volt, automatically you can change here with any voltage. But here we require only 5 volt, that can be directly selected randomly. So I just, now the output, I want to see the output, that's why the output, for the output I just connect indicators, any bulb. So the glowing of that bulb will show you that 1 position, and off condition of that bulb will show you the 0 position. So go to indicator, then go to 5 volt 1 watt bulb. 5 volt, why we use? Because the VCC supply for the overall circuitry is 5 volt. So 5 volt 1 watt bulb I use. It consists of 2 pins. One pin should be connected with the output pin. Output pin is this 7 number pin. This one is output pin of that multiplexer, and the second pin should be connected with ground. So here on this multisim, at the leftmost side, you see this place source. So click on that. This is a ground. See it? Just click on that. And if you wish to come with the source, then click to source and then select the ground, and then ground will be selected. Okay, now connect this ground to this. Okay. Now my total circuitry is complete. This is a very simple digital project which you just do on this multisim software. Now with the help of random selection of this multiplexer selector via the selector pins, we can check the output, check the truth table, check the working of AND gate, OR gate, XOR gate, and okay, now the circuitry
The
is
last one,
completed.
The last one.
Sunny Kumar, unmute your mobile.
last one.
So now see. So to check the circuitry, first of all, I just press all those selected as a 0 position. Now click on this run button. So I just run it. Okay, now the image which you saved in your mobile, just to check. First of all, I just want to check the AND gate only. Okay. So to select that AND gate, both these multiplexer selector U8 and U9 should be 0, 0. The selector pins of that U8 that is denoted by U8 and U9. Either you can change them as S1 and S2. You can change the label also like S1 and S2. This is S2. Okay. And the second one is S0. You can change the name also. So when S1 and S0 both are 0, 0, then the AND gate out you will see at the AND gate selection you will see via the multiplexer, and you can change the truth table of AND gate. So what is the truth table of AND gate? Any input is 0, output will be 0. So see, A is 0, B is 0. These are A and B, two inputs. So let I change the name so you will not be confused. This is first input for all those logic gates, and this is second input for all those logic gates. Okay. Now, when A is 0, B is 0, see the bulb is not glowing, it means 0. Okay. When A is 0, B is 1, so I just left click on that, so automatically it will be 1. So when A is 0, B is 1, still output is 0 because bulb is not glowing. If A is 1 and B is 0, if A is 1 and B is 0, see A is 1 and B is 0. Via the left click on that selector, it's 1, 0, then still output is 0. When both are 1, then only the output will be 1. So see, when A is 1 and when I put B as 1, wait. 1 minute. Yes. So see, when both are 1, 1, then output is, I again show you, if A is 0, B is 0, bulb is off. Okay. A is 0, B is 1, still bulb is off. A is 1, B is 0, still bulb is off. But when both are 1, 1, A is 1 and B is 1, automatically the bulb will be green. Okay. Are you able to see on this screen? A bulb will be on by a yellow light. Then type in message box yes, so I understand. Very good. Okay. Now I wish to check the OR gate. So the OR gate I will check when S1 is 0 and S0 is 1. When S1 is 0 and S1 is 0 and S1 is 1. When I just click this selector, now when S1 is 0 and S0 is 1, then OR gate automatically selected via this multiplexer 74LS3 153D. Now see, now we check the OR gate. Okay, so what was the table of that OR gate? What was the table? Any input is 1, output is 1. It means whenever I either A or B, either both, whenever I see any one in the case of A and B, automatically the bulb will be blue. Now see, A is 0, B is 0. No one I find at the input side, so bulb is off. Okay. When A is 0, B is 1, see, automatically the bulb is blue because B is 1. That's it. When A is 1 and B is 0, so I just click on A is 1 and B is 0. So I find a 1 at the input side, that's why output is blue. Okay. When both are 1 1, then also the output will be blue. So both are 1 1 now, so output is blue. So we check the OR gate. We check the OR gate. Any input is 1, any one I find at the input side, output will be blue. Output will be blue. So when A is 0, B is 0, I again repeat. A is 0, B is 0, output is 0. A is 0, B is 1, output is 1. 1 means the glowing condition of the bulb. Okay. A is 1, B is 0, output is still 1. A is 1, B is 1, output is still 1. Okay. So this one is the case of, yes, after the completion of this lecture, anyone can ask any questions. I see your raise hand of the list. So you will ask me the question after the completion of this. Okay. So this is OR gate verification. Now I wish to check the XOR gate verification. Okay. So it can be, first of all, I just 0 0 make the input 0 0. Now I wish to check the XOR gate. So for those XOR gate, we have to write down 1 0 for the position of S1 and S0, so that the 74LS 153D multiplexer select the third input. Okay, the third input for that 74LS 153D is XOR gate. So automatically this circuitry, this project will check the bulb, output bulb will be glow according to the condition of XOR gate. So I make S1 is 1, when S1 is 1 and S0 is 0, then automatically the XOR gate will be selected for checking it. Okay, now what is the XOR gate truth table? When both the inputs A and B are same, then output is 0. See, A is 0, B is 0, automatically both are same, that's why output is 0. If A is 0, B is 1, see, bulb is glow because both inputs are not same. When A is 1 but B is 0, now again A is 1 and B is 0, both are not same, so output is still 1. And again, when A is 1 and B is 1, both input are same, then automatically output should be 0. So see, A is 1, B is 1, then output is 0. So I check the XOR gate that whenever both input are same, output is 0, otherwise 1. So see, once again I repeat, A is 0, B is 0, both input are same, output is 0. A is 0, B is 1, both input are not same, output is 1. A is 1, B is 0, both input are not same, so output is 1. A is 1, B is also 1, so both input are same now again, so output is 0. So this is the verification of B. This is the verification for your XOR gate. Now the next one is NOT gate. Because NOT gate, to select the NOT gate, we have to put S1 as 1 and S0 as 1. And because NOT gate consists only one input which is connected with the upper side pins, that is A. So there is no role of this B, either equal to 0 or 1. It will not affect the output because it is not connected with the inverter on NOT gate. So to check the NOT gate, only A position related. So what is the inverter? What is the NOT gate? Output is opposite of input. If input is 1, output will be 0. So see, here A is 1, input is 1, so output is 0. If I make A is 0, then automatically the output will be 1. So see, A is 0, then automatically the output will be automatic. So this is the very simple project of logic gate. This is a very simple project of logic gate. We can check those kind of logic gate with the help of this kind of circuit. Okay. So with the help of the random selections, we can glue any. So you can, whenever you just want to do this on the hardware, you just want to you just have to purchase some ICs from the market, 7408 for the AND gate, 7402, 7432 for the OR gate, 7486 for the XOR gate, and 7404 for the NOT gate. Okay, and 74LS153 for the multiplexer, Then, with the help of wiring there, then you will see, you will make a hardware project also. Okay, you will make a hardware project also. Okay, so why with the help of this kind of project, what kind of circuitry you can design, what kind of project you can design for your home, for anything. Okay, so you know that nowadays locals and the money is a very crucial thing for us, right? And the safety of the money is one of the most important part of our life. So you can make a password based password based Owen's digital law, okay, from your mind, not from Google or not from anywhere else. You can design any circuitry and you will see that you can make this. With the combination of this AND or XOR, NOR, NAND, NOR gate from your mind, you just design a circuit that will behave like the output will be on only, the lock will be on only when a particular combination of the input will be there. A particular combination of the input will be there. In the next project, I will design a password-based digital system, right? Which I have already been copyrighted and awarded by Government of India in last semester. So you will see how I designed that project practically. So you will see in the next class. Now, I hope you understand this multi-sim software. So let's to understand more about this multi-sim software. This is a digital project. Now let's suppose I want to check any analog thing on this multi-sim software. Then how I can use this multi-sim software? So let's suppose I want to check a half-wave rectifier or a full wave center type rectifier output wave. That is an analog project because I want to check a not on the basis of 1 and 0 combinations for the input. That is a digital thing. So I just want to check the waveform of a half wave rectifier or a full wave center type rectifier. So how can I check? Now see, so that you will more understand the buttons, the keys of this multi-sim software. So I just remove this thing. Okay. And I open a new file. Now see, let's suppose I want to check the output waveform of a full wave center type rectifier. So what kind of full wave center type rectifier waveform? You understand? A continuous. There will be no in the negative side. AC consists positive ripples and negative side, but the full wave rectifier consists only positive peak, continuous positive peaks. So I want to check it. So how can I check? First of all, I require a transformer. So just click on this. Click on all groups. Then here on component, you just click on transform. Which kind of transformer you want? You want a center tape transformer. Then this is a CT rated. That is a center tape. In rated, you will see a simple transformer used for the bridge rectifier and half wave rectifier, and it's CT, that is center tape. You just use because a full wave center tape rectifier is a center tape rectifier. So just click on that. Then OK. So here it is a center tape. Now, what voltage rectifier you want? So just click on that. And you will see primary voltage is 500 and secondary voltage is 250 volt. Okay, so I just want a 12 volt, let's suppose. So 12 second. Now at the at the input side, we have to connect a AC source because the input of a transformer is AC. We have to provide that. So click on this, then click on sources, then click on power sources, then click on AC power. Once again, I click on this, click on sources, click on AC power sources, then click on AC power. So this is a symbol of AC source. So just right click on AC source. So the upper terminal is connected with the upper terminal of transformer, lower terminal is connected with the lower terminal of transformer. Just because the input should be of 230 volts, so you can write down as 230 volt, 250 volt, no problem. Okay. Now what I want, I have to connect two diodes. That is the actual circuitry of half wave and full wave center tape rectifier, as I have already been told in previous lectures. So see, click on MISC and click on diodes. Here in MISC you will find out diode. Okay. So click on the diode. And, which diode? I just want a simple diode, that is 1 and what is the number of that simple diode? 1N4007. 1N4007 diode is in front of you. Just two diodes I require. So one diode is this one, and one diode is this one. So connect both the anode with the first secondary winding and the third secondary winding. Cathode terminals of both the diodes are connected together. So I just connect these two. Then to check the output, I require a load resistance. So go to NISC, then go to registers. So here when I click on this, then I find a resistance. Here, wait. Basic, go to basic, go to NISC, then go to basic, and you will find out resistance. So but I am showing you on this computer, which is just here. So on register, what will you register? Let's suppose I just want a 1 kilo ohm resistor. So here 1 kilo ohm resistor is selected, and just select that one and right click by rotate so that it will be vertically. So one terminal is connected with the upper terminal, and one terminal is connected with the lower. One terminal is connected with the upper. So, yes, the lower terminal is connected with the middle pin of the transformer. Both the cathodes are connected and then connected with one terminal of the resistor. Another terminal of resistor is connected with the center pin of that rectifier. That transformer is connected. Now to check the output, we have to connect a CRO. To check the output, we have to connect a CRO. So at the right hand side, you see several components like multimeter, watt meter, function generator, oscilloscope. CRO, cathode ray oscilloscope, is also known as oscilloscope, that is used to display the waveforms. So just a left click on that so that it will be selected. So this A, because there is only one output I want to see, so A is connected here. This second terminal is connected. Now, when you just save this one. Wait for a while. One more time. Copy this. One more time. I just open the certificate. Okay. Yes. Yes. So once again I open the multisim. I just copy that image, whatever the connections are made, to do some holding movement. Okay. So now it is in front of you. One more time. Okay. So if you are, if you, Devesh Kumar, if you have any questions, you will ask me after the completion of this video. So this multisim again. So I just paste there. So this was your circuit which we just designed. Now I wish to check the output. So just click on run and just double click on that CRO. So you will see the page over there. Once again check. Diodes are connected. Okay. Yes. So now check the output. Wait for a while. There is some problem here right now. One more time we design fastly so you will understand what kind of problem. Now see this. Go to mask. I just do it fastly so you will understand. Maybe there is some problem. This problem. We require a center tape transformer. So just this is a center tape transformer which should be connected with the input AC source. So AC source is connected at the input side. Let's suppose the input is out to 30 volts. We just change and I just change the primary voltage is to 30 volt and the secondary voltage is 12. And the second 12 is 0 So we require two diodes over here. That's why go to the source, go to the mask diodes. 14007 I require, that's why 1 and 4007 diode we require. So 14007 diodes I require, also two diodes I require. Okay. Both the cathode terminals are connected with each other, the upper terminals are connected with the lower and upper side. And to take the output, we should connect in resistor to basic and then register is selected. Yes. Let's suppose a 1 kilo. This is a 1 kilo register. The upper terminal is connected with the upper pin. Okay, and the lower pin is connected with the middle. Okay. So all the connections are made. Now I wish to check the output on oscilloscope. So I just if I run that one. Wait for that. Why it is not showing this? Yes. Replace the component by separated transformer. Yes. Now when I run it, some problem occurs on this. I will check later on and will say you. Now see the half-wave rectifier first. Okay. What kind of problem? Just I just see display variable values. Primary voltage is 500 volts instead of 900. I see. Maximum secondary volt 12 volt. Secondary 2 volts. Minus 1 volts. Voltage here. The 2 volt primary voltage. 6 volt. Okay, let me first of all. Maximum 70 voltages. Yes, no. Yes. Yes. Are you able to see this? Type in message box. Are you able to see this final waveform at the output side? Yes. So this is a perfect wave for the full wave center tape rectifier. Okay. Due to some misselections of those transformer ratings, previously we were unable to check the correct output, but now the correct output is in front of you, which I have already been taught you during the time of lectures. So sorry for that little bit distraction from the perfect work. And now this is a perfect output that is in front of you. Okay, so this is a half wave rectifier. This is a full wave center tape rectifier. Let's suppose I wish to check now a half wave rectifier. So see very fastly. So I just open a new file. Very fastly I will check. Okay. Now I require only a single transformer. So just I click here transformer. So I need a simple transformer. That's why a simple transformer is here. Then I need a diode. So go to diode. Just a single diode running for 007 is connected. Then I need a resistor. So go to basic and go to register. And any register, let's suppose 1K register is here in front of you. Okay, first we see this one. So rotate this one. This one. I have already been taught you about this rectifier connections. Now the transformer should be of, let's suppose I use the primary voltage and primary current, secondary voltage is just needed 12 voltage. So the input is connected with power source of AC. So that is AC connected with this. So oscilloscope is connected at the output. Oscilloscope is connected. Now see the result. So you will see a perfect waveform at the output. At the negative half cycle, during the negative half cycle, during the time of negative half cycle, nothing will be in front of you. During the time of positive half cycle, you will see the perfect result. We change this transform. Just replace the component by a perfect transform. Okay. Yes. Are you able to see the perfect waveform? Are you able to see this perfect waveform on screen? A perfect waveform for the half wave rectifier. That the positive half cycles are present, and during the time of negative half cycles, zero is there. So this is one more analog project of half wave rectifier that is in front of you. So I hope you understand about this multisim software and how to work on this multisim software. Today we designed a digital project and also check the analog practicals of half wave rectifier and full wave center type rectifier. During both the practical, when I checked the waveform, I showed you the waveform. At the very first time, I was unable to show you the correct waveform. That is due to I changed the ratings of the transform. So we just keep in our mind, just there is no need to change the ratings here in the software, and with the perfect rating, whatever by the selections, that will give you the perfect output if the circuitry is connected accurately. Okay, so I Rakesh Jain from Gyan University wants to say you thanks for watching the video. Thank you.